A crazy one, I think, even for Kanye West and Kim Kardashian standards. I mean, this is a controversy that involves Nazi propaganda, swastikas, and Diddy, and a new song.
Reports right now, Page 6 is reporting exclusively that Jay-Z and Beyoncé are discussing taking legal action against Kanye West following that vulgar and offensive attack on their kids.
So cool, but what Kanye really needs is his ass beat.
He need an ass whooping.
That's all. Not encouraging violence, but at some point, I got to see if you got hands. You walking around in denim jeans and no drawers, talking crazy on X, and you 47.
Kanye West's wild Twitter rants have landed him in hot water again. And this time, he sparked beef with none other than Jay-Z and Beyoncé. That's right. Kanye's ex-bestie Jay-Z is rumored to be pulling strings behind the scenes, and word is, he's pushing to get Kanye stripped of custody over his own kids. And guess who's said to be helping make it happen? Kim Kardashian herself. So buckle up. This drama's off the charts. We're diving into why Kanye just can't seem to keep quiet, and how his reckless tweeting might have just made him some of the most powerful enemies in the game.
Kanye West recently, over the weekend, he released new music. Now, the music starred or contained a conversation that he had presumably while Diddy was in jail, awaiting these federal charges that he's facing due to go to court in May. So he releases a song with Diddy and with his 11-year-old daughter, Northwest. Now, Kim Kardashian did not want North, her daughter obviously, part of this song, given everything that's going on now with Kanye West, some of the things that he has said, pro-Nazi things, pro-Hitler comments, and also, obviously, Diddy facing these incredibly serious charges. So,
just when we thought Kanye had already hit rock bottom with that I love Diddy tweet storm, he went and proved us wrong. Again. As that mess started cooling off, Ye came right back with more chaos, doubling down in the most shocking way. This time, he dropped a track called Lonely Roads Still Go to Sunshine. Sounds peaceful, right? Nope. It featured Diddy, Diddy's son King Combs, and Kanye's own daughter, Northwest. Like, seriously, what was he thinking? Diddy's name has been dragged through some serious accusations, and some of that stuff involves people way too young to be involved. And Kanye thought it was smart to put his kid on a song with him.
what does Kanye do just hours later after his own attorney says, okay, we're not going to release the song? He puts the music out. Kim Kardashian is incensed by this and is so upset. And she says, look, I did not want North a part of that. And now we are told from people we've talked to that she is actively considering going to a judge and asking the judge to revoke the custody that Kanye has of their 4 kids. And obviously then it would just be Kim making the decisions. And it's not even, Andy, that he has a physical custody of the kids. He doesn't see them very often. He hadn't seen the kids, as a matter of fact, in weeks before he just spent some time with North. So it's not really about the physical custody and him being with them, but it's about things like this, him being allowed to make decisions that go against what mom wants.
This move got people raising eyebrows fast. It's not just bad optics, it's full-on reckless. And with that, Ye might have crossed a line that even his biggest fans can't ignore. Of course, Kim Kardashian was not having it. Sources say Kim flat out told Kanye that his song was never, and she meant never, supposed to see the light of day. But Ye didn't care. He dropped it anyway, and that move had Kim fuming. She immediately fired off cease and desist letters, demanding he pull the track. And according to TMZ, Kim was making nonstop calls, reaching out to everyone she knew in the industry, trying to stop the release. But yeah, he went full savage mode and dropped the track anyway. Right before the song went live, Kanye even posted screenshots of his text convos with Kim. In those messages, Kim let him know she had trademarked North's name, and that set Kanye all the way off. He snapped back with a straight-up threat. Amend it, or I'm going to war and neither of us will recover from the public fallout. Wild, right? And oh, that fallout, it came fast and hard. Soon as the song dropped, rumors exploded that Kim was seriously thinking about taking Kanye to court for full custody. Here's the thing. When they got divorced, they agreed that any conflict would be handled privately through a judge. Kim didn't waste time. She pulled up for mediation, lawyer in tow, ready to settle things behind closed doors. But Kanye, he didn't even show up. He sent his lawyer instead. And they ended up agreeing that North wouldn't be in any version of the song. But you already know how Ye gets. He ignored all of it and put the track out anyway. And then, just to light another fire, Kanye jumped on X and tweeted in all caps,
Knowles is standing up for her family after Kanye West shared a since-deleted offensive post on X about Beyonce and Jay-Z's 7-year-old twins, Rumi and Sir. The Texas Hold'em singer's mom is subtly showing support for her family in an Instagram video shared March 19th.
So I'm on the set of a photo shoot today for my book, and I wanted to tell you a corny joke because I have on all this glamorous hair and makeup, thanks to Cole and Darius, and Sienna on camera work. Got a corny joke. Want to hear it? Here it go. So, what happens when a snowman throws a tantrum? He has a meltdown. Yeah.
the man makes the final decision. That tweet was the final straw for a lot of people. Instead of handling things like a grown man and working it out privately, he aired it all out in public and made everything 100 times messier. Now the backlash, it's stacking up quick. Kanye went back on X and went full attack mode. And this time, he had his sights locked on Kim and her whole family. He fired off a wild series of tweets, accusing the Kardashians of being opportunists who allegedly adopt or connect with black kids just to profit off them. And believe it or not, he didn't stop there. In a shocking move, Kanye threw out a wild claim that Kim was involved in something as serious as trafficking, just because she let North appear in a video with artist FKA Twigs. Now say what you want about the Kardashians, and people do, but accusing the mother of your child of something that extreme, that's beyond wild. Sources close to the situation told TMZ this all exploded after Kim suddenly pulled the plug on one of Kanye's scheduled visits with North. Why? Security tipped her off that Andrew Tate and his brother Tristan were going to be there during the visit. That was enough for Kim to shut things down fast. And look, it's not shocking that Kim wants to keep her kids far away from controversial figures like Diddy and Andrew Tate, especially given the serious accusations floating around those names. What is shocking, though? Kanye calling the Kardashians opportunists, right after he had Bianca on the red carpet barely covered up just weeks ago. The double standards are unreal. But it didn't stop there. Kanye hit X again, and this time, he crossed a line nobody saw coming. He dragged Jay-Z and Beyonce's kids into the mess. Yep, he actually went after Rumi and Sir in a string of totally out-of-pocket tweets, using offensive language to throw shade at two innocent children. People weren't having it. The backlash hit hard and fast. Even for Ye, who said a lot over the years, attacking 7-year-olds who've never done a thing to him. That was way too far. Fans, celebs, and just about everyone online agreed. This wasn't just messy, it was completely unacceptable. Kanye might have deleted those tweets, but don't get it twisted. He made sure everyone knew it wasn't because he felt sorry or had a change of heart. Nope. You made it clear the only reason he pulled them down was to avoid getting banned or canceled off the platform. Now, Jay-Z and Beyoncé, they've always been super private when it comes to their kids. So when Kanye crossed that line and dragged Rumi and Sir into his rant, things got serious real quick. A source told Page 6 that Jay and Bey weren't about to let that slide. They were ready to deal with it, whether that meant having a private sit-down or taking legal action if it came to that. But even though they were furious behind the scenes, word is the couple didn't plan to respond directly to Kanye in public. They preferred to handle it quietly and keep it grown. No social media war, no interviews, just silence with serious consequences behind the scenes. That being said, Kanye really shook things up with this one.
Do not want is for these children to wind up in foster care because that system is broken. And what will happen with these kids, and you think, well, with this kind of money, they're not going to wind up in foster care. That's wrong. If DCF gets involved and thinks one parent is not reacting and the other parent is unstable, they will take them. Now, they're likely to put them with a family member rather than strangers, but you don't want these children hung out to dry.
But that's really shocking. I mean, the idea that Kim Kardashian, who loves these kids, who's dealing with a mentally ill ex-husband who is off the rails, could actually lose custody by doing nothing, even though she loves them. That's breathtaking.
That is absolutely a possibility. And this isn't even a close call that she could lose custody of these children. I've not met Kanye. I've certainly not evaluated him. I cannot render an opinion on what his pathology is or is not. But the behavior that is observable is troubling.
Going after Beyonce's kids had people across the internet completely fed up. Just look at the comment sections. Folks weren't holding back. You never come for the kids. That's just low. Kanye needs help for real. Others even pointed out how Jay and Bey were there for him during one of the hardest times in his life, when his mom passed. And now he's out here turning on them, at nearly 50, still pulling wild stunts like this. But here's the twist. While some folks defended Jay and Bey, others didn't hold back on calling them out too. As ruthless as they've been climbing to the top, they should count their blessings. They're not fighting for their own freedom in court, one person wrote. Kanye's words are nothing compared to the real smoke coming their way. Bottom line, you better watch his step. The streets are talking and people are keeping receipts. This whole situation is turning into a dangerous game, and people are starting to say it's time to step in and reel Kanye back. If things keep going like this, the next move might just be legal action. His behavior's gone from wild to downright destructive, especially with him dragging kids into his rants. That's not just messy. That's crossing a line with no return. Some voices online have been saying it straight. Kanye clearly needs help. And for the sake of his kids and everyone around him, maybe getting the courts involved could be the push that sends him back toward getting the help he needs. There are also calls for the media to stop giving Kanye attention. A lot of people think he's stirring up chaos just to make headlines. And sadly, even when he insulted Jay-Z and Beyonce's children, which was completely uncalled for, it seemed like just another desperate grab to stay in the spotlight. But let's be real. It's a bad look when a man fighting for custody turns around and attacks someone else's children, especially when those people used to be his close friends. That kind of move doesn't win sympathy. It scares people, and scared they were. Reports say that after Kanye's outburst, Kim and her kids were genuinely shaken. Sources close to the family say they were worried his mental state was slipping even further. And here's the thing. Apart from North, Kanye reportedly hasn't been spending much real time with his other kids. These online rants aren't just causing drama. They're causing deep concern for his children's safety and well-being. Right now, folks close to the situation are saying it loud. This isn't just about celebrity drama anymore. It's turning into something that could impact real lives in a serious way. According to someone close to the situation, things with Kanye are only getting worse. He's not doing well. He's spiraling, and he's not thinking straight. That's what they said. And honestly, it shows. There's so much chaos surrounding him now, some people believe he may not be able to come back from this one. And now, Kim's stuck in the middle of a serious storm. On one side, she wants her kids to have a bond with their dad, no matter what. But on the other, Kanye's behavior is becoming way too risky, especially when it comes to the safety and emotional health of their children. And here's the part that could flip everything. Dr. Phil even chimed in, saying that if Kim doesn't step in and take legal action, she might end up in trouble too. Why? Because if a parent knows their kids are being exposed to dangerous behavior and doesn't act, the court can say they're putting the kids at risk too. That means Kim could risk losing custody if she doesn't take steps to protect them. So here we are. Kanye warned Kim that the public fallout from his so-called war would destroy them both. But did even he expect it to get this bad? Now it's your turn. What do you think about everything that's gone down? Is this a new version of Ye? Or has he finally gone too far? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button if you made it this far. Don't forget to subscribe and share this with someone who needs the tea. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.